trying to determine how to render a decision in this, ultimately I got to understand what reason you would move to a new market when you haven't saturated the existing one yet.
See, that's the one. I think Kevin or really said it in a very more business-like, but it's kind of like you take care of like where you are locally first and become concrete there, and then you expand. Hey guys, Bryson here, and we are back again with The Money Court by Kevin O'Reilly, and we're gonna find out today exactly what's going on. And the whole title is Go Big or Stay Home. All right. Again, I don't know anything about this. It's just the first 5 minutes. Now, if you guys like these videos, eventually I will consider doing, for example, full episodes. I think like the episode usually like 18 minutes or so. But yeah, so far, so interesting, okay? It's pretty fun to actually watch and see exactly what people are actually complaining about, okay? So without further ado though, let's find out exactly what is going on. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, so Money Court, the first 5 minutes. Now I understand where that 5 comes from.
Kevin O'Leary here.
Kevin O'Leary. Oh, Kevin O'Leary. O'Leary. Got it.
Everyone knows I love making
I always said O'Reilly.
money. You're talking to Mr. Wonderful here. I know money, 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 and money. But there's
He's so funny.
nothing I hate more than fighting over it.
Yeah, I don't like fighting over money at
I
all.
want my money back.
My friend is delusional.
This is Money Court, where entrepreneur and investor Kevin O'Leary rules on real financial disputes.
We could sell it right now for $1.1 million.
1.1 million.
No.
With real money on the line.
$50,000. $100,000.
$150,000.
$500,000. Over $2 million.
Eat you.
Over $2 million. He said it's getting bigger.
Uawa caramba.
And because all litigants have signed a contract agreeing to abide by the verdict, this court's decision is binding.
I'm your best friend right now.
Interesting. So they agreed to a binding contract, but I'm also guessing that they also agree to receive some type of payment, right? What's to gain here? I never understood these shows. Like I remember like Judge Judy was all about like you agree into verbal content. Into a contract, but it was kind of like they help you cover all of the fees, so you really had nothing to lose. Like you wanted to go there, and then you had entertainment factor. So what kind of contract is this? I think it just sounds like a big thing, but I don't think it is as big as it sounds.
Advising Kevin are two legal strategists, former prosecutor Katie Fang
Are you kidding
Katie
me?
Fang.
You didn't learn about the default in this case?
and former judge Ada Pozo.
I spent
Oh, Judge.
5 years on the bench hearing stories just like yours.
With their help, Kevin will hear both
Oh, this is interesting.
sides of
guys.
the case,
This is nuts.
I'm happy I saw this intro.
examine all evidence, and deliver true financial justice. Tonight, a family business faces a big decision.
The business made $800,000 in sales.
Woof, woof,
$800,000 in sales.
woof.
We need to make this a national company.
National is not the way to go.
What would happen
One wants to expand, one doesn't want to expand.
to
Interesting.
your family? How are you going to manage that?
See the white hair?
50-50 partners debate a potential new product.
I would like to create a fitness pole for the home.
Talking about $250,000 just to make a prototype.
That's not
$250,000 to make a prototype. Yo, people are so stupid, man. Sometimes like I really think about this stuff. Sometimes it's just like so silly. You wanna start a business, and then you're willing to, for example, spend all this money on inventory to buy a product that has not been tested, has no sales whatsoever, and you have no way to verify if people are actually interested in it except for your opinion. It's not a smart idea. If you ever have, for example, like a good idea or a good product, don't go out there and buy, for example, 250,000 units or even like 1,000 units. Don't do that. Just buy a few, right? You buy a prototype, maybe like 5. You get, for example, increase in people like, hey, are you interested in this? If you are, how about you pre-order it, right? That shows you real interest. People are willing to pay for it. Usually that's a very good sign, but don't do it like that, and don't go into crazy debt before you can even verify something. Also not a smart idea.
not true.
You don't understand. Listen.
We don't know what we're talking about, right?
And a
You don't understand.
brand new invention leads to bad blood.
It's been 2 years, and I haven't been paid back.
You gave me this money for my business, over $100,000.
You gave me this money. All this entitlement, man. What is going on?
2 of you are brother and sister.
And I feel bad that we haven't seen each other or talked.
I hate to see a family torn apart.
Money's no joke, man. Money is no joke. And the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. You know, the love of money is the root of all evil.
Welcome to Money Court. First up, Elias versus Elias, a married couple at odds over the future of their $1 million business.
The roof life.
Spouses Chris and Emily have cornered the market on mobile dog grooming in Long Island, New York.
Nice, nice.
Now they've
Especially with COVID.
got $100,000 in profits to invest in their next step. And
They made $800,000 in sales, right, gross, and they got to keep $100,000 in profit. And now they're worried about what they're gonna do next. That's crazy, right? Like, to think they made that much money and only a couple hundred. Well, you could say that, but then you also have the idea, like, what if they made paid themselves like a crazy salary too, right? So there's that too.
they're clashing over what to do with the money. Chris wants to expand their fleet.
Nice. All of these are Rams. Just like, for example, like who's using, like Amazon's using. No need to get like a Mercedes Sprinter for this stuff. No need. So at least like they're very considerate.
Across the country, while Emily wants to double down on Long Island and open a brick and mortar spa for pets. Stuck, they're empowering Kevin to decide, do they
There's a saying in business, try to dominate where you are first before you expand, and like get a really concrete foundation. But then there's the people that just want to expand because maybe his thinking is, hey, if we don't hurry up and expand, then somebody else might catch up and basically like just take a whole idea. But why not create a franchise too? That's also a possibility, right? Where you have people just buy the name and the whole business and the model, and they give you a portion of the profits, like a McDonald's, but for like this whole thing, right? That's a good idea too.
go big or stay home?
Chris, let's start with you. State your case.
Thank you, Kevin. My wife, Emily, and I, we started a mobile dog grooming business 4 years ago on Long Island, New
Nice.
York. And
by the way, guys, to get that whole wrapping you saw like on those cars with the whole like roof thing, they cost like $2,000, $3,000. It's not cheap to get like wrapping.
it has exploded since COVID. We cannot keep up with the demand. We are in a major dispute. I want to take the $100,000 that we have saved up. I want to buy 3 vans and put them in 3 key cities across the U.S. And we basically
Just one van?
want to go.
One van? 3 vans? $100,000? That means that every van is like $33,500. That's crazy.
national with the brand.
Emily, I see her shaking her head. She said, we want to go national. Is that true?
We do not want to go national, Kevin. We do want to expand our business, but I believe that the best way to go is blow it up locally and open up a brick and mortar, high-end luxury pet hotel. We know.
That sounds ridiculous. I don't know about that whole like pet hotel nonsense. You know what I mean? I've seen some of those here in Puerto Rico. I have no experience with it or that business, so I shouldn't say it sounds ridiculous. It just sounds ridiculous to me. So it doesn't mean it's ridiculous. It just sounds ridiculous to me. It doesn't sound like something I would be interested in. But who knows? You know, people pay for the crazy things for their pets.
Know our client, love us already. I know the demand is there. National is not the way to go.
All right, a classic strategy disagreement on a family business, husband and wife. You know, trying to determine how to render a decision in this, ultimately, I got to understand what reason you would move to a new market when you haven't saturated the existing one yet.
See, that's the one. I think Kevin or really said it in a very more business-like. But it's kind of like you take care of like where you are locally first and become concrete there, and then you expand.
Well, we don't really know if we have or haven't saturated. I know that
How don't you know?
last year, the business made $800,000 in sales.
Whoa!
Okay, that we know.
800,000.
Yeah.
What did you make on 800,000?
240.
Woof, woof, woof.
30% margins, not bad.
That's incredible.
We're actually on target to probably do about 1.4 this year, keeping that the numbers stay as steady as they are till the end of the year. Taking this nationwide, you're talking hundreds of millions. I
wonder for what though? Like for what? You have to. This is I think what book is it? It's called the 7 Principles of Successful People, something like that. And he talks about basically one of the key things when it comes to like building anything is to start always with the end in mind. You know, you can go massive, go big, go home, right? Expand, but with what end and goal? It's gonna be $100 million company, this and that, but for what end? Like for what goal? You know, I think I think for this, bro, honestly, if I had a business like this making me this much money and like it was like I'll probably do like a franchise, you know, but that's just like what I would do. Because do I really want to manage all this stuff? Probably not for me. But if this guy wants to, that's different. But it's very important because, you know, businesses, they can go belly up. And you also have to understand that, hey, COVID happened. People don't want to go outside. Is this going to be, for example, a permanent thing? Because most likely your prices are more expensive than the other people because you're actually going to the location. You know, is that actually going to stay like that once COVID like completely goes away? Like, are you going to keep the business? You know what I mean? So it's like barbershops, you know, this could be like a portable barbershop, but will people be able to withstand, for example, those high prices once they don't have to? That's a question to actually ask, right?
I don't even know.
Are you kidding? People would die to have the problems you have. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Emily, I'm looking at your reviews, and they're stellar. So what happens? You're basically in the driveway grooming the dog. Is that a better experience for the dog than if I take it to Groom-O-Matic somewhere?
Oh yeah, so the difference between mobile grooming and in a shop grooming is one, the stress level of the dogs.
Oh yeah, that's also people and animals, huh? They care about so much
So
stuff.
we deal with a lot of dogs with high anxiety, a lot of owners with high anxiety. If it's a cat, forget it. That cat is already pissed off the second they get into the shop.
All right, guys, so that's just like a quick preview. I'm kind of, I need to watch like some full episodes. So probably like the next video is gonna be like a full episode because I feel like these videos are pretty cool, but as soon as we're actually gonna dive into it, like we get cut off, okay? And that's the whole marketing scheme behind this whole thing. But so far, the money core is pretty cool, honestly. It seems pretty entertaining and seems pretty awesome. I'm excited to actually look at this stuff, okay? But yeah, $800,000 a year, $25,000 in income, not bad. 30% margins, not bad at all. Pretty awesome. The big thing is understand, like, do you want to do a franchise? Do you want to keep it for your own self? Like, what do you want to do? Like, how do you want to expand? You know, because it sounds like in order for me to actually start this franchise, I only need around like $33,000, right? And potentially they can have me and help me with the financing and train me and everything like that, and then potentially keep like I don't know how much money like McDonald's keeps like percentage wise, but I'm pretty sure they keep like a big chunk. But that's like the whole idea. And potentially you could be still like you could be like, okay, you can run my franchise, right? You have your own franchise, so you make a lot more money, but the van is ours. Also, like everything else is ours, but then you get to like drive it and like own your own business, right? So there's always that. A lot of ways to go about it. Maybe not the best way because, you know, McDonald's owns land. This would be like a vehicle that could potentially just like as time keeps going, just like devalue a lot. So it all depends on how you want to see it, on how you want to do it. But this business is interesting. So many intricate things to actually think about here, guys. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow though. Comment down below, let me know. Do you like these videos? If you do, let me know. And I'm actually gonna work on a full episode 1. Good problem to have, by the way. See you guys tomorrow. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. On top, if you want to DM me on Instagram, type Bryson, or if you want to call me, link is down below. Call me between 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and I answer your call for free. On top of that, also, here's more content, and here is my face for other channels. Subscribe over there also. See you guys tomorrow, and as always, peace.